If you're a fan of bold and expressive art, come check out my Patreon. For just $1, you'll get exclusive access to artwork that I don't share anywhere else. Click the link in the video description to dive into my daring creations and unique artistic style. In a development raising serious concerns about freedom of speech and the suppression of pro-Palestine activism in the UK, at least 2 grassroots organisations have had their bank accounts frozen. Greater Manchester Friends for Palestine, GMFP, and the Scottish Palestine Solidarity Campaign, PSC, both known for organising peaceful protests and vigils, find themselves locked out of their funds indefinitely. Virgin Money has frozen GMFP's account, while Unit Trust Bank took similar action against the Scottish PSC. Adding to the gravity of the situation, reports indicate a local English branch of the PSC has also suffered the same fate, although confirmation remains elusive. This unprecedented action follows the recent banning of Palestine Action, the arrest of over 100 individuals expressing solidarity with the group, and the threatened arrest of a peaceful protester simply for displaying a Palestine flag and a Free Gaza sign. The convergence of these events fuels growing apprehension of a wider crackdown on critics of Israeli policies. Owen Cooper, co-treasurer of GMFP, a group actively engaged in peaceful marches for over a year and a half, highlights the inexplicable nature of the freeze. He emphasizes their consistent adherence to peaceful activism, devoid of any criminal activity, yet Virgin Money remains silent on the reasons behind the account suspension. Cooper expresses deep concern, questioning whether the mere presence of Palestine in the account name is sufficient grounds for such action. He paints a stark picture of a nation that supposedly champions free speech yet seemingly treats ordinary citizens with dissenting views as extremists. The implications are far-reaching, extending beyond the financial constraints. The freezing of GMFP's funds directly impedes the group's ability to provide vital humanitarian aid to Gaza and the West Bank, effectively hindering the flow of food and medical supplies. Cooper underscores the irony: the group's resources are limited to humanitarian efforts, a stark contrast to the military capabilities of other actors in the conflict. Meanwhile, Unity Trust Bank, which proclaims its mission to be the bank of choice for socially minded organisations, stands accused of disgraceful conduct by Mick Napier of the Scottish PSC's Finance Committee. Napier contends that the bank's stated reason for the freeze, the presence of a donation button to Palestine Action on their website before the group's ban, is unconvincing, given the button's removal prior to the account freeze. He highlights the absurdity of penalizing a 25-year-old organization for supporting a group until it became proscribed. The financial repercussions are significant. Scottish PSC faces considerable difficulties in managing its operational expenses, forced to rely on inconvenient and burdensome alternative payment methods. Both banks, when approached by The Guardian for clarification on the reasons behind the account freezes and the potential influence of external pressure, cited confidentiality and their inability to comment on individual customer accounts. A Virgin Money spokesperson provided a vague explanation, citing the need to comply with laws and regulations as a potential reason for account suspension or closure. Unity Trust Bank, emphasizing its political neutrality, highlighted its diverse customer base, encompassing a wide range of communities, as a testament to its impartiality. However, the actions taken against these pro-Palestine organizations cast a long shadow over the principles of free speech and the right to peaceful protest, leaving many to question whether these actions represent an intentional attempt to silence dissenting voices and limit humanitarian aid to those in need in Palestine. The lack of transparency and the far-reaching consequences of these bank account freezes leave a lingering sense of unease and raise profound concerns about the implications for freedom of expression and the future of activism in the UK. The events surrounding these account closures have sparked widespread debate and amplified fears of a broader suppression of pro-Palestine advocacy. The organizations involved, accustomed to peaceful and legal means of protest and support, now find themselves facing significant obstacles, underscoring the delicate balance between free speech and the potential for financial reprisal. The silence of the banks, despite their proclaimed values and commitments, adds fuel to the fire, leaving questions unanswered and anxieties unresolved. The chilling effect of this situation extends beyond the affected organizations, raising concerns about a potential chilling effect on other groups advocating for Palestinian rights, and highlighting the complexities of navigating free speech in an increasingly polarized world. The implications are far-reaching, impacting not only the organizations themselves but also the broader landscape of activism and humanitarian aid. This situation demands further investigation and transparent explanation, crucial for safeguarding the principles of free speech and the right to advocate for causes deemed worthy by individuals and organizations throughout the UK.